Well, hello everyone. It's very hot in this greenhouse. I'm sweating quite a bit, but we are here for a grow along as always. And this week I'm actually sowing runner beans, and the variety I've chosen is called Scarlet Emperor. Now, as always, please do share your runner bean growing tips in the comments down below so anybody else can pick up on them and use them themselves. Now, these are the seeds. I always think they're a beautiful colour when you look at them like this. And what I'm going to do, as I quite often do, is just pop them straight inside some of these root trainers. Now, we actually do have a bit of space in here at the moment. The sweet corn that we sowed a couple of weeks ago is now outside starting to harden off, and fairly soon they will end up down on the allotment, I reckon next week. So they will start off in here. I've already started some beans off that are off to a pretty good start, as I can show in all these cutaways. Doing pretty well. So I think this year I'm trying my hardest to grow lots of beans, and hopefully this is the year that we're gonna manage it. Now, this time of year, it's still a little bit too cold to sow these outside, but we could get away with it, I guess. But I'm starting them off inside because I find that starting them off inside just means we're less likely to get any problems with mice or rats eating our beans. And that's a main reason I start them off inside. Then once they're hardened off and the weather is good enough that they can go outside, we're going to plant these out in either at home or down on the allotment, somewhere sunny with plenty of free draining soil. Now, down on the allotment, I've already built the bean frames for them to grow up. I've used hazel for these, and I prefer the use of hazel. One, because I've got a hazel tree growing on the allotment, I can pick the hazel branches off to make these, but two, I think they just look so much better than bamboo canes. Anyway, once they're planted, we just keep them well watered, and pretty soon they should grow. Runner beans, I find, are incredibly easy to care for. They do need that support that they will wrap themselves around and grow up, and eventually we will get these red flowers, which of course the red flowers then turn to beans. And once the beans are ready for harvesting, once I can feel the beans in the pod, we pick them off as and when they are ready, and then we take them home and use them in a wide range of dishes. I've got to admit, I'm not much of a fan of runner beans, but my wife does like them, so I grow them for her. In terms of feeding, they don't need much feeding, I find. They could do with the odd bit of grow or something every now and then, but on a whole don't need much feeding. So as easy as that to grow them, and as I said, pretty soon we will end up with some delicious runner beans. So what I also like to do when they come to the end of a season and the runner beans are done, I just cut them off at the base, cut the stem off at the base, leaving the roots in the ground to rot down and add nitrogen to the soil. They are a legume, so they are meant to be very good for that. So as always, please do leave your own advice, your own tips in the comments down below, and I would love to hear them. Take care, guys.